This was in 1997, when researchers from Nova Company were listening to underwater volcanic activity through hydrophones in the Pacific Ocean, 3,000 kilometers away from the Atlantic Ocean. A hydrophone is a device that can hear and record a variety of sounds produced in the ocean. On that day in 1997, researchers recorded a very strange kind of sound from inside the ocean, which was too loud. Researchers had never heard such a sound before in their entire life, because of which this sound had put all the people present there in surprise and fear. This voice was not only incredibly loud, but it had a peculiar quality to it, which was making it distinct from other sounds being recorded from the sea, due to which this sound was also named Blue. For many years, this voice kept scientists and researchers awake at night. This voice has now become a mystery. Many questions have been raised by scientists and researchers. Was this voice of a secret underwater military exercise? Did it belong to the engine of a very large ship, a giant squid, or a 100-foot whalefish, or a large, silly and mysterious creature that has been alive in the depths of the sea for the past several thousand years? And what scientists and researchers did not know until today, as time went on, scientists and researchers were deploying hydrophones in the ocean near the Antarctica to study volcanic activity and earthquakes generated from inside the ocean. Surprisingly, such a strange and loud voice has been recorded again in 2005. After that, the whole truth of the serious voice came out. It turned out that the globe was not the sound of a very large sheep or some unknown creature, but of an ice squeak which was heard due to the breakup of a very large glacier in Antarctica. After 8 years of hard work and day and night research, the mystery of the globe was now completely solved. This mystery of this strange sound was solved, but scientists and researchers have found such things from the black darkness of the sea that are beyond their understanding. In this video, we will go about such things to be discovered from the depths of the sea, which remains a mystery for the whole world till today. Then, whether it is a 1,000-year-old city buried in the sea or the largest ships that sank in the sea centuries ago, before moving forward, like and share this video and subscribe to the channel and also press the bell icon. In 1980, a Japanese driver, Kihachiro Arataki, gambled on his life by diving into the sea near Yonaguni Island. Because dangerous hammerhead sharks are found in the sea close to this island, which is extremely dangerous for any human being. Apart from this, typhoons have also been seen coming out of this part of the sea many times. Despite all these challenges, he risked his life by diving here. The water in this part of the sea was absolutely clear and everything could be seen absolutely clear as hammerhead sharks were found here. That is why this place was hidden from the eyes of scientists and researchers. When this driver went to the depth of 26 meters here, he saw something that blew his senses. On the bottom of the water was a very large structure of a strange variety, which did not look normal at all. He couldn't believe what was happening in front of Cairo. When this driver went down to the mosque with his team to understand the details of this structure, it was found that this was a structure made thousands of years old by a human being, 290 meters long, 120 meters wide, and as high as a building. The genes had stays from the bottom to the roofs. The researchers believed that mosque information about this structure cannot be obtained just by driving. So sonar scanning was done in the part of the sea. Sound waves were thrown into the sea in this area. They were caught through a receiver after hitting the ground, and then a 3D model of this place was prepared. When the 3D model of this place was created, what was seen surprised everyone present there. This was a very luxurious and very beautiful structure made by man thousands of years ago. It looked like a castle. There was also a rather large path to enter this structure, which was probably its main entrance at that time. Stairs were also made to go up to the site of this structure. Apart from this, there were also large terraces on the top of this structure, as well as poles, which were pointing to the fact that it was built in the Zeus period. The people of that era were quite modern and quite advanced, and they made this structure not from different stones, but by looking for a single very large letter. When the carbon rating of the artifacts found in this structure, it was known that it was built 10,000 years ago from today. This was the era of Mesopotamia civilization, which is considered to be the oldest civilization of humans existing on this land. And at that time, this place was not in the sea, but on the ground out of the water, but at a time when people don't. There were no machines and no machines. How then was such a large and plush structure built, and for what purpose? And what happened to the civilization that settled in it? What disaster was broken on them that the structures they built today are submerged in water, and there is no trace of those who built them in the world today? The mystery remains. At the end of the 19th century, i.e., here in 1900, near Thera Island of Anti, a crew of some divers found the wreck of a very old and dilapidated ancient ship at a depth of 55 meters in the sea. This ship was sunk in the sea 2000 years ago in the era of ancient Greece, the wreckage of which was present here till now. During the research, the divers had also found a box from this ship, which was lying here in a very fragile condition. When the box was opened, it found precious jewelry, marble statues and ancient coins, as well as a broken piece of ferrous metal. This small piece of metal didn't look normal at all. As soon as the news reached the authorities, an investigation was started. When research was started on this piece of metal, what came out changed the date of us humans. Scientists and researchers were not convinced that this broken piece of metal was nothing more. People who settled in ancient Greece had a computer. The GZ was fitted with 35 small and large gears, which were made with great mastery 2000 years ago from today. Scientists and researchers were now puzzled as to what purpose this computer worked in that era and for what purpose was it built. When a detailed investigation is done on this piece, all the facts will be revealed. The people of the Andes and Greece used it to know the location of the moon and stars during their voyages in ships. Along with solar eclipses, this computer could also predict the future location of the moon's stars, which was proof that the people of the Andes and Greece were more sophisticated and advanced than we thought. The scientists said that this piece of metal is not yet complete. There is also another part of it which is lost somewhere in the depths of the sea to this day. Several expeditions were arranged to find that piece of metal, but even after many years of hard work and research, scientists and researchers failed to find that piece of metal, after which it is kept for display in the National Archaeological Museum. The sea, which is spread over more than half of our land, is hiding such secrets inside itself that if it comes in front of a human, then it will be impossible to believe it. In June 2011, divers of Ocean X Company discovered a very large, strange and unique variety from a depth of 90 meters in the Baltic Sea during a treasure hunt. The structure was discovered. This structure was as big as 60 meters and looked like a disc shape. It also looked like a UFO. When sonar scanning of this structure was done, it was known that it was a non-natural structure which was made entirely of metal, which was made by a human or an alien. Scientists and researchers conducted endless investigations on Ness, but even after 13 years, it could not be known how and for what purpose this structure was built, and since then this structure has remained a mystery to the world. There is no doubt that the sea is full of wildly misses and innumerable rajus. Different kinds of things are discovered from the sea day by day, out of which only the calm things are understood by human beings, and there are many discoveries that shake the whole world. One such incident came to light when an 800-meter-long lamba rod, thousands of years old, was discovered from under the sea. This road starts at a 20-foot fair of the sea in the Bahamas and ends abruptly after going 800 meters further. The stones on this road are made of rectangular shape, which are exactly 3 to 4 meters high. This road, which has been given the name of Bimani Road, goes to an unknown place and suddenly ends. There is no city at the end of this road, and there is no structure. Some people believe that it is just a natural rock foundation, while most people believe that the king of Ensong, Greece, built this road thousands of years ago to go to the Atlantic, the world's most mysterious and luxurious city that sinks into the sea. Scientists and researchers say that this road was built between 1900 and 2000 years ago from today. This race was from Ensong, Greece, but why and for what purpose was this road built, and was this road on the ground at that time? This remains a mystery to this day. If you want to watch part 2 of this video, let us know in the comments section. I hope you like and share this video. Till then, Allah Hafiz.